This morning, I have a native Houstonian, U.S. Navy veteran, commercial pilot, and author joining me live. Kenneth Morris is here to talk about inspiring the next generation, making sure they know they can do anything. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you being here, Kenneth.
pleasure.
I want to ask you first to kind of tell us your story, how you, a young man from Houston, became a decorated U.S. Navy combat aircrew veteran.
So, interestingly enough, people think, this is something that 2 years old, 3 years old, this is something I dreamed about. That is not my story at all, right? So, I got exposed to aviation. I went to the Navy.
Okay.
My first time even thinking about it. But it was a blessing. Like I said, the exposure was everything for me. Was in the military for 8 years, and that's how I got my first taste of aviation, and I've been addicted since.
So how do you link your passion for aviation with the desire to inspire young people?
I think it's about giving back, just being a positive mentor, not only for my people who are in my community, but outside the community as well, Greater Houston and throughout the country. Being the mentor I needed when I was growing up, it was a life-changing opportunity, so that's what I thrive on, if that makes sense.
You know, Kenneth, I find there are different kinds of people, of course. Folks who probably come out the womb knowing exactly what they want to do, but then folks like yourself who find your path over time. How helpful do you think it is to be able to share that with kids and let them know if you don't know exactly what you want to be right now, it's okay?
Absolutely. It's empowering.
Yeah.
So for me, again, my degree is in computer information systems. So going from the IT world to aviation, it was a bit of a transition, but it's what brought me joy. It's what I believed in myself. And again, for anyone out there, you may not be exactly where you want to be. Just don't give up, believe in yourself, and there's really nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it.
Now, the work that you do with young people, I can't imagine it's always easy. It must get tiring from time to time, but really keeps you motivated.
Honestly, I really enjoy working with young people.
Okay.
They're brutally honest.
That's true. That's true.
They're going to be very honest about how they feel about certain things. And for me, young people are candid and they're authentic. And that's how I relate to them as well. I'm just authentic with them. Being a pilot, it's a skill set, but it doesn't define who I am. Being someone who likes to give back and partner with other organizations outside of aviation, for me, that is just a huge compliment. And young people, they keep me going.
Now, we know there is a shortage that our country is facing when it comes to people who can work in the aviation industry. It's something that we've talked about with Texas Southern. They're doing their part to train up young pilots. But tell us about where the idea came from for a coloring book to get to really young kids.
Yeah, absolutely. So, huge fan of Texas Southern and a lot of all the HBCUs that have aviation programs. There are 9 of them, I believe. My target audience was middle schoolers and high schoolers. So for me, it was important that the young kids who still had that sparkle in their eye, who didn't quite know what they wanted to be, for me to show up and present myself as a positive role model, flying airplanes, traveling the world, so that they can do it as well.
Give us a little preview. I see you have a couple of books with you now.
Yeah. So this is the Aviation Careers Coloring Book. So granted, pilots, pretty cool job, but I don't think pilots should get all the credit.
Okay.
So people are going to be mad about that. But there are so many careers in aviation. And,
That's true. That's so true.
It's really important that we show that men and women do the careers. Air traffic control, meteorologists, drone pilots, technicians, mechanics, flight attendants, and so forth. Every other picture, and there's a description at the bottom. So it's one thing to go to the school and get the kids excited, but when they take the book home to their parents can read the description and find out more about that job as well. And
it's really eye-catching. I love the colors on the front to kind of maybe can inspire them to get really creative on the inside.
Yeah, ideally it's when you look at it, hopefully it grabs your attention and some images that you typically don't see on mainstream media, and that's what it was about. So it's been great so far. I'm getting a lot of great reception for it.
Well, Kenneth, I understand if people are interested or want a little bit more information, they do have a couple of opportunities to interact with you around town. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So the best way to reach out to me, again, I'm on social media, The People's Aviator, AV8R. I'm also reachable. I share my number publicly, 832-893-2806. So people are interested in purchasing the book, you simply text the word book to 832-893-2806 and via email, sirkennethmorris@gmail.com. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this without my support system, the people who believe. I get a chance to come out and meet people like yourself, but it's my support system that has really inspired this book. I can't thank them enough. Salons, In and Out of Glow Salon and Kinder Early Learning College. I think those are really adamant that I let them know how much I appreciate them. I'm not here without them. So
Well, shout outs to them for sure. And
Absolutely.
thank you, Kenneth, for joining us and giving us a little more information about some of the things you're doing in our community.
Yeah. So even though April has just passed, my birthday just passed, we had a great, great time with festivities for my birthday. We actually have a summer academy for OBAP. That's June 23rd through the 28th. And you can literally look up OBAP Houston South a Summer Academy. I'm the director of that as well. And we have, I'm going to be the ambassador for the Navy Fleet Week that's coming as well, where we take Navy individuals out to different schools around the city as well. Hopefully get some helicopters to land at the school, and they'll have a great time. But yeah, for more information, feel free to reach out, not only about the books, but upcoming events, 832-893-2806.
Kenneth, thank you so much for stopping by this
Pleasure.
morning.
Thank you.